Hello, everyone. I'm Phil, and this is Uriah, and we're your host. Welcome to the What Do You Have to Say podcast. What do you have to say podcast? Two cousins, two perspectives, one mission. We're here to have some fun, some
Fun.
lighthearted, and sometimes some
Mhm.
difficult conversations. We'll delve into topics such as lifestyle and current events and personal growth. We're talking about it all. In today's episode, we're talking about if I knew then what I know now. Wisdom for our younger selves. Let's get into it.
Oh, yeah.
Afraid that my feelings would make me look weak. I live for the feedback and ignore the cause. I didn't know how much of myself I lost. Yeah, but look at what I know now that I didn't know then.
And we're back.
And we're back. Yes. How are you doing, Uriah?
I'm doing pretty good. It's weird, as we go into wintertime, you don't think that allergies should still be around,
Right.
but they're still around.
They're still around, and yeah, you're fighting the good fight with it. Yes.
Yep.
Yes.
Yeah, Pep,
Wow.
other than that, I'm good. How about you?
I'm good, man. I have been just really taking it easy these past last week and this week. I've just been on my own schedule and just enjoying the holidays and enjoying people and some good food and just taking it easy during the holidays. I like this time of the year,
Yeah.
Yeah, it is. It's I like the quietness. This has been really quiet. And in fact, usually I go somewhere for the holidays, but I stayed at home, and I'm so glad that I did. Something just came over me like, you don't need to go anywhere. You're just going to be here at the house, and I have enjoyed
You
it.
need a little quiet time.
I have enjoyed it. I've been able to read, I've been able to write, and just really sit with myself and sleep and take naps when I need them or if I feel like it. So it's good.
I know, I hear you about some downtime.
Yes,
We
yes.
didn't post our Christmas, and we didn't post on New Year's. We took that time off, and I thought,
Yeah.
well, let's get ahead on the editing. And then I thought, you know what? This is really some downtime. I don't want to do
Right,
anything,
right,
and
right.
that's been the best decision,
I'm
not to do
glad. I'm
anything,
glad that you just did nothing because
nothing.
I mean, we have our skates on every day. We're just,
Mhm.
putting out fires here, doing this and that. And if we do not restore, replenish, and fill our own cup, when I say we can't pour from an empty cup. If our cup
Mm-mm.
is even, we just keep giving and giving and giving. Pretty soon, yeah, you'll
You
hit a
can't give
wall.
it to nobody. Somebody's thirsty. You be like, I'm dry.
Can't do it.
I
Can't
don't
even
have a
get something
drop
for
for
our
you.
own self. Exactly. So yeah. Can't.
Well, we're here,
Yes,
starting.
yes.
It's 2026,
It's
a new
2026.
beginning, right? We talked about new
Yes,
beginnings. Uh,
yes, yes.
but our topic today, as you said, is
Right.
if I knew
New
then
then.
what I know now, wisdom for our younger selves. And I was thinking about that. I don't know. I hope we have a little wisdom for our younger selves, but we don't have to hold to that. We're going to give full wisdom advice to our younger self because we're still
Right.
learning.
We're still learning.
We might be able to give a couple of bites of wisdom.
Exactly. And I frame this episode in as a reflection more so than not trying to change anything. I wouldn't change.
Yeah.
Well, we would all try to change some things if we
Some
could.
things, yeah.
But just as a reflection and not regret. And
Mhm.
I just have it framed in wow, if I knew then what I know now.
Yeah.
But I'm thankful that all of those parts have just led up to me to who I am right
Today.
now.
Yeah.
Yes, even those all of those experiences. So that's
What
how I have it framed.
what I think about, I mean, very similar to you, is if I could have gained some perspective,
Mhm. Mhm.
right? Depending on
Yes.
what age, when you're really young,
Right.
it's very myopic. I mean, it is
Right.
self-centered around you when
Mhm.
you're young.
Mhm.
As you
Mhm.
get a little bit older, if you
Right.
could say, "Hey,
Mhm.
lift up your head just a little bit,
Right.
look
Right.
out, now turn left a little bit,
Mhm.
turn
Mhm.
right."
Right.
Take it
Right.
all in as
Oh,
opposed to
man, the
just
just
this.
it's just yes, yes, that
Yeah,
myopicness.
yeah,
Yes, yes,
because
you're
we make
exactly
some
right.
decisions when our vision isn't very clear. We make
Oh,
different
yes,
decisions.
we do, we do, and without seeing the broadness of it all, and,
Mhm.
but I hey, I don't think that we're by ourselves. I think a lot of people were make decisions here instead of looking,
Right again.
even in our adultness. I believe that we do that, but
That
I'm
we do that?
excited. I think so,
Well,
but
let's get started. Please,
yes, do it,
y'all, as
do it.
we're in 2026,
Yes,
please leave a
yes,
comment, and
yes,
liking
yes.
helps us so much. And we'd love for you to give us a nugget of information about yourself. Um,
Right,
if you knew then what you know now, what wisdom would you have for your younger self? Put
right.
those in the comments.
Yes, yes. Just one thing. Pull out a picture, say how we're going to do today, and
Oh yeah, what are we
yeah,
doing
we're gonna
today?
yes, we're gonna be pulling out some pictures and yes. Then we're gonna pull out some pictures and just can we put a disclaimer on there that that's who that's who we were then.
No
Um
disclaimers. We
no
don't need no
disclaimers. That's
disclaimer.
because I have seen some childhood photos that were like, whoa. Just it's gonna be fun today. Fun and
We talked
reflective.
about trolls and stuff before. If they got a problem,
They
put it in the comments. You will likely be blocked
blocked. Exactly. Exactly.
if you
Likely
got
be.
something negative to say. Come on now.
Wow. That's good.
Well,
Well,
photos, and because
yes.
you opened the
Okay.
podcast, and you're gonna be the first one to present a picture.
Okay. Let's roll, man. Let's roll. Wow.
What
Wow.
was your process in choosing photos?
Um, really well, based on the photos that I had
Okay,
and also just the time of the photos um along the sequence of life or of my life.
okay,
This point and at different pivotal points I believe in my life.
okay.
Good.
Well, here we go. Let's see what we
Oh
got here.
man.
What do
Oh
we got
man.
here?
Oh man. So this photo was taken when I was around 2
Okay,
in Columbia, Missouri. So that had to be 1968, around in there. And I was just adopted. And so I was just in a new environment. At that
yeah,
time, my name was Baby Boy Brown. And
okay,
right. And I found this out. I did the whole adoption thing and went through a couple of in the late 90s to find out
okay,
my birth parents and all of that. But this picture it's just it number one, it tells me about innocence. It shows me innocence and how we are just like blank canvases.
yeah,
And if I had to tell my younger self something from this picture, I would tell him that nothing is wrong with you, man, that you were chosen, that you are loved, that um, you're going to have an extraordinary life. Just stay true to yourself, and um, I just look at my eyes at this boy in this picture, and I also have a few questions too. And it's like, did I know that I was not with my birth family? And
Mm.
I just wonder if somewhere in there are those
Mhm.
memories of those first couple of years,
Mm.
what was I
You would
aware? But
you would inquire. You'd have a question.
I would have a
Okay.
question, but I would just say that um you're going to be better now, than you possibly would have been, and you were chosen. So I'm
Yeah.
thankful for that. That's what I take from this photo. Or do you have anything? What do you think about this photo? I think that is so beautiful.
I I don't think I have any wisdom, but what I get from this photo, because this is the first time I've ever seen the photo, is there's calmness and there's peace in this photo. That's what I see
Yes, I
in this
see that
photo.
too.
Mhm.
Um, wow. Thanks,
Yeah.
man. I see that. But what would if I knew then what I know now, I would just be easy on yourself. Just take it as it comes. Because you're gonna be all right. You're gonna be
Yeah.
all right. Um,
Yeah.
and wow, I think it's a lot of opportunity at that age that um like I say, we're a blank canvas and
Yeah.
people heap things on us without them being aware, or maybe they are, but we are not aware to process all of those things that are going to
Mhm.
be coming at us, and our developing minds, our developing bodies, and
Mhm.
yeah, but it's going to be great.
All right.
What you got, man? I want to see what your first pick.
What my first pick is?
Yes, yes,
Let me see here. We got to pull it up here.
good. Oh man, you sharp. You are. Look at that jacket, man. Oh
So
man.
this I probably know more than a year. I might be right at a year.
Okay.
Uh I, there are other baby pics. There's another baby pic wearing the suit that I actually really like, but I like this one too. And there's a a wider picture of this, so I know this is at Granny's house.
Okay.
This
Okay.
is in the yard
Uh-huh.
at Granny's house. And what what I would the wisdom I would tell uh, this little child whose name was Chris,
Mm-hmm.
because I
Mm-hmm.
changed my name in
Uh-huh.
2000. um, I would tell him that you have an insight that some people are not going to understand, and some people
Oh.
are going to be scared of, because you know some things about people
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
um, that they don't know how you know,
Yeah.
and you're able to see them differently, and it scares some people even in your family. But it's okay. You're not bad, you're not evil.
Uh-huh. Uh-huh.
It's a gift from God, and
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
your
Mm-hmm.
grandmother knows this, and your grandmother,
Mm-hmm.
she knows that. If it's all right with Granny,
Yeah. Yeah.
it's all right
Wow.
with me. And just hang on, because uh, you will speak up
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
in ways that growing up, might look like you're talking back to people, but
Yes. Yes.
you because you say things that you see, and that won't be received so well, but it'll be okay.
Wow. That's great insight. Um, that's great insight. Thank you, Van. I need to hear that today. That is good. That's a great pitch. That is a
I
great photo.
I
Oh
love
man.
this little boy.
Yes, yes, yes. And that everything that you said is true. You stand your ground. I mean, even just the memories that I have that you were really strong standing your ground and you will speak up, you know? And that's to be commended. And that does scare people. It does. Is I just hear the word silence, and people will try to silence you. Um,
You know, it's
it
interesting that you would notice that, and I would even say that I would speak up
mhm,
because I don't know perhaps when that shifted, but then the voice went a little bit silent and not so maybe you know how when we gonna be a little bit smart assy or they might
mhm,
use the word sassy or whatever. It seems like
mhm.
that's easy to do, right?
Okay.
Telling people, gonna tell people about
Uh-huh.
themselves, but
Mhm.
speaking up around truth and stuff like that might be a little bit harder.
Right.
Just
Right. It
I don't know
that
if that makes
makes that
sense.
makes sense. It does make sense. Um, because I don't think the filter that we have now, it wasn't perfected then. So
Oh,
whatever,
that's
I
true.
mean, so
Mhm.
well, it's weird. Sometimes I'm not as measured as I would like to be. And
Yeah.
something may get through if I'm passionate about it, something. So but
W
then, the filter was not there as
yeah.
I mean, if
It was
and
a
I'm sure
sieve, but it had big holes. It wasn't a fine sieve. The filter it didn't filter
wow,
like it.
because you would say, "Whoops, that was too much," or "Whoops, that was too far," and I mean, yeah, the correctness that we had from our parents, they let
Mhm.
us know, "Oh, that was you crossed something. You crossed a
Yeah,
line." Right,
yeah.
right, right. But wow, that was great pictures, man. Um,
What is the next one that you
it
wanted to
is me. I am a sophomore in high school,
a
and
sophomore in
a
high school? That
sophomore, so I had to be 14 or 15 years old in this picture, and in our high school, it was the first year, 10th grade was the first year in high school. Sometimes
oh,
I think
okay,
now it is ninth grade is the first, but ninth grade, you were still in junior high. So,
okay.
sophomore in high school and,
Well,
wow.
okay. Well,
Yes.
this is a little damaged here. There's
It
gotta be a
is.
story behind this.
It is. This picture, so there was a flood at my home, in the basement, and, a lot of the photographs that we had, they were either destroyed or, they were water damaged like this, but
Okay.
I, um, I thought that this is my favorite picture of me growing up at that time. This is my favorite picture. My smile is so bright. And then it's the shirt, man. It is a Christian Dior shirt, and
Okay, now.
I thought that you could tell me nothing, and I think that that was a polo tie. That was,
Uh-huh.
like, at the beginning when polo was coming out, and it was
Yes.
just the hot thing, and,
Yeah.
oh, man, you could not tell me anything, but that young man right there, as we all were at that time in our lives, just
Mhm.
struggling to be heard, struggling to be seen, trying to fit in, being accepted, and
Mhm.
just trying to find ourselves. But I would tell, I think that I was playing. organ then of singing and everything. And
Uh-huh.
I would just, if I knew then what I know now, I would probably tell him that you are going to be phenomenal composer, singer, songwriter, artist. You do not have to shrink to fit into anyone. And
He didn't know that then?
I don't think so. I don't think so because I was trying too hard. I mean,
Mm,
that was 14 or 15.
mm. Oh, yeah.
You're really trying to follow be with the end people, but I would tell him that, the people around you matter, but they are just chapters,
Mhm.
in your life, and everyone is trying to figure it out. And
Everybody.
everybody, and I would probably tell him to take more risk, because what is placed on the inside of you is greatness already. Just tap into that and have more fun because that only happens one time. It only comes around once. But that that was probably what I thought was my best picture
Okay.
of and they have like apps we have a digital store here, a photography store that can kind of remove all of that, um, or at least restore it. And I
It's
may look into
really
that.
hard for water damage,
For
though.
water though, yes, yeah.
Yeah,
I
yeah.
mean, but Imma hold on to that, and maybe someone, um, has another photo of
Oh,
me
of
then.
that.
Oh, I did not ask around, but I will. But,
There you go.
that was sophomore. If I knew then what I know now. Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. Wow. And if you are listening if you're listening or you're watching, pull out an old photo and just go do the same. I challenge you to do the same thing that we're doing. Just go through and say, if I knew then what I knew now, you know, not as a sign of regret or anything, but just a sign of growth and
Mm.
wisdom. What would you tell yourself then? And because we were all anxious and oh man, wondering, do I look nice enough? Wondering if I'm this and if I'm that.
Mhm.
And we all face those challenges,
We
trying to
all
figure it
do.
out, trying to figure it out. I'm anxious to see what you're going to show us next.
Well, I was thinking because you talked about uh, Polo and
Mm-hmm.
Christian Dior. Uh, I wasn't. I no wasn't hip about all of that, but back then there were uh, trends, and at that
Okay.
time, hold on,
Okay.
let's bring this up. At that time,
What?
Argyle.
What you say? Oh man. Oh man. Oh.
At that time, Argyle and button-up shirts,
Uh-huh. Uh-huh.
khakis,
Mm-hmm.
or button
Mm-hmm.
Levi's button fly,
Uh-huh.
and I had this had to be after we did Oklahoma my junior year, and I got boots, and I started wearing cowboy boots after that. So this would have been sometime in my senior year, I believe. I
Okay.
believe, yeah.
Okay.
And I was down with the Argyle vest. Vests were very
Man,
big
that
at that time.
I that looks so nice. Man, you was on to something right there with the boots too. I see you. I see you. Oh man. I just want to hear what was so you said senior or junior or
I
senior?
think this would have been senior year. I'm pretty
Okay.
sure because in there, my have a faint mustache, and I used to put
S-
mascara on it so that it would be more prominent.
okay. I'm
But
not gonna
here's what,
ask. Because
but
I can see even just look, I can see what's on your top lip?
Yeah. But what I would tell myself, I think
What would you
is
say, man?
underneath is that um l- looks and what you wear
Oh,
is
man.
it's meaningless. You know, I
Oh, gosh.
thought, and I'm not
Oh,
saying
God.
there's not anything wrong with
Mhm.
dressing nice and looking nice, but I thought back in
Mhm.
that period of time,
Mhm.
uh, you know how they say clothes makes the man, which is a lie.
Right. Right.
That adage is not true.
It's not true.
It's not true,
It's not.
but it is something that I thought would be true. So if I'm not wearing the boots during that period of time, I was wearing penny loafers. I thought penny loafers meant something because all my peers who in the town I lived in, and maybe they were middle class or upper middle class and white, were wearing
Mhm.
penny loafers. They had
Mhm.
Levi's 501s, and you know,
501s. Yes.
this is
Yes.
how they dressed. I
Mhm.
wanted to
Fit in.
go along. I wanted
Go
to fit
along.
in,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah.
Well, going back in time, I say, listen, first off, um, his name was Chris at the time, still Christopher. Granny used to tell me, don't let nobody call you Chris because Christ is in Christopher. When she
Mhm.
told me
Mhm.
that, well, my
Hmm.
name is Christopher. But
Christopher.
anyhow,
Yes.
uh, I I would say, don't worry about trying to fit in. First off, you're not because you're in a community where you are a minority. You are not
Mhm.
like your
Uh,
peers, and it's
uh,
okay for you to be you,
uh.
whatever that looks like. That's what I would say.
I would tend to agree, but you look nice. That looks really nice. Yes, yes. Wow. That was good.
That that's I wouldn't have thought about that then, but I think about it now when we have the wisdom to look back.
Mhm. Right, right.
Would Chris listen to me? Probably not, right?
Because right, right. I don't think that and see, my name was Randy all of, until I, in my adultness, I went to Phil or Philip, my
Well, it is a
government.
part of your name.
Yes, it is Randolph,
Yeah.
so it was just Randy. And
Yeah.
if you know, if you were calling me Randy, you knew me for a long time. And I have a few people that will call me Randy right now just to be funny. Some people
Yeah.
that I know. And I'm like, hey, that's a line that takes me back. But I
I'm
don't
not
think that
Randy
we
no
would.
more.
What'd you say?
I said, I'm not Randy no more.
I'm not Randy. Yeah, Philip, that's good. But I think those that fitting in on all of those wantingness is universal. I think that it matters not,
Yeah.
you mentioned color or mentioned, it demographics, it doesn't
Yeah.
matter. We share those human experiences and
We share them. They
we
look
share them.
different.
They look different, but
Yeah.
we all experience that anxiety, that the first dance or the, am I going to get picked? Am I going to get this? I'm going to that. And we experience those, but yeah, yeah. Um,
Dan says, let's not go there. We can talk about
that
that.
okay, man.
Let's get to this next
Alrighty,
one.
yes.
What is this next one?
It is graduation, and so I would be 18. I graduated at 18,
Okay.
and when I picked up this photo, man, I was like, "You look so good, boy." I just I didn't even know, because we have all of those issues going on with us.
Yeah.
But this was that smile just kills me, those cheekbones, and I had some hair. I really had some good looking hair, and that time it was just a lot of uncertainty at that time because I was going to be going away, and, the new chapter,
Going
just big.
away. Is that when you
And
came up to
that's when
Kansas?
I came to Kansas to come to, junior college, yeah,
Okay.
and, just uncertainty and
Wow.
a lot of pressure, so, man, that was like, oh, how many ever years ago that was, almost 40 years, maybe, almost, because my class reunion just had, let's see, 84, 94, 2004, 14, 24. That's 40 years ago. What would I tell this young man now? Um, that you don't have to have it all figured out.
Ooh.
You're gonna make some mistakes. You're
Mhm.
not gonna get it right every time,
Keep on.
but keep on. You will, you know, don't be so hard on yourself. I think that I was hard on me
That's
because
a big one, Philip.
you know, don't be so hard. And it says success doesn't look like what you think.
No.
What
No.
what we have been sold as success, it is not. If you keep your heart, keep, those things that um really measure success, like a lot of money and this and that. That's not success to me. It is being kind, generous, making yourself open, available, giving more than you receive. Those That's success, because money. Wow, I'm about to get emotional. It's not money. It is. We're taught that, yeah, money is good, and I need money. So
Yeah.
we all do. But as a measure of who you are, I would tell that 18-year-old, just use your creativity. All Everything that I'm doing now, is probably a product of what I went through then.
At that time.
And,
Yeah.
I had no idea that I would be that creative. And that
Well,
that's it. Yeah. Wow,
well,
man. I know. Talk to me, man, because I feel, a little emotional. This has been
okay.
It was, even just picking out the photos, it's just up and down about, wow, what the story behind the photos,
Yeah.
or behind those smiles. But um I'd like to see what do you have next? Do you have a graduation photo? Or
No. Well, the photo
oh
that I showed
man.
you before was closer
Which
to
shoot to
graduation.
graduation.
Right.
Okay.
So here I would have been it'd been my first no, I was at KU. I can't remember if it was like the first year or the second year I was at KU. Um, I I was into Paisley at the time, and I you cannot find a good Paisley shirt right now to save your life. They're
What
the
what
the worst prints ever, but I do like Paisley. This was like a
uh-huh.
bluish gray cotton Paisley, and I loved that shirt. But what I would tell still Christopher, and it was fully Christopher at that time
Mhm.
at KU is like, okay, enjoy yourself. You're having a lot of fun for the first time. You are very social.
Mhm.
You have a lot of friends. You need to get in the book. Get in the books. You are not studying. You you're not you went to you went to college on a music scholarship and you majored in psychology. Didn't nobody tell you what's going on with that? Right?
Okay.
You're just
Right.
going to all of your music classes and you're not attending to anything else. That's not sustainable, Christopher. You got in the jazz choir, which was fairly prestigious, and you
Mhm.
thought that's the only thing you needed to go to. No,
No.
no. Get into your books
Yes.
and then start to open your eyes because now you're getting a little bit older
Mhm.
and everybody around you isn't good for you.
Wow. Wow.
That's what I would tell
That's
Christopher.
wow. Would Christopher receive that at that time?
He may.
Okay.
First off, if I was able to come back, he would like, what was happening? What's going on? He would be like, something's happening here. And probably would listen because he would have some experiences that would be like, oh,
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
that he did
Mm-hmm.
listen to like his
Right.
mother
Right.
and his
Right.
grandmother and grandfather.
Right.
Yeah.
Right. But I would say, I think my dad used to say, you're gonna have to hit your head a few times. I think that,
You
and that's
do.
with, we have to hit our head a few times, and we have to fall a few times. We have to, it's those kind of experiences that shape us. Now, if we don't learn from them, or we just continue to make those same mistakes over and over again, we just got to keep
Mm.
hitting our head. And
And you said something that
it's,
is true. Growth it comes from making mistakes
mm-hmm,
and learning from the mistake.
right,
If you
right,
continue to make the same mistake, you're not learning
right.
and you're probably not growing. So, yes, you do have to hit your head. But when you hit
Mm-hmm.
your head and don't feel good, you want to figure out, how do I not do that again?
Right, or just to alleviate the pain, get rid of the painful part of it. But I'm a still,
That's right. Yeah, yeah, yeah.
uh,
I
you
got the
know,
helmet on now.
right. I'm gonna, I just learned how to do it better this
Yes.
time. So, and not
Oh
get
my gosh.
caught or not have those consequences. But yeah,
Okay.
wow, that was a great, 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 great picture, man. That's great.
Well, we both have one more picture left.
Yes,
And
yes.
it's really interesting just looking at the photos because I didn't really prepare. I don't think you did much when you saw them.
Hmm.
So a lot starts to come up when you see
A
those
lot
photos, right?
starts to come up.
It starts to
Knowing
come up.
it, and I would say, I know we have to get to it, but it's like
Yeah.
the worth that was in us then.
Mm, yeah. It can always be understood or realized or seen at that time because I think we get caught up, as most of us do,
Mhm.
in
Mhm.
other stuff and worldly stuff,
Mhm. Mhm.
things that feel good, sound good, taste good, and that can take you off the track from what's real and meaningful to
Real
you.
and meaningful. Yes. And other voices. And I would
Oh,
say other voices and pulling us, or,
encouraging us to, hey,
encouraging us. Yes. To, let's go this way because,
or offering
right.
whatever.
Right,
Yeah.
right, right, right.
Well, let's
All
let's
right.
pull this one up
All
here.
righty. This last pick, this is from the 90s, and this is the early 90s. So I'm thinking that I was 20, 24, 25, maybe, looking just as good as I want to look, and
Is
still
this
just the
Oscar De La
Oscar.
Renta? What are you wearing?
I have no I You know what? Hey man, I this time right here, I have responsibilities.
Okay.
I probably had, an apartment. If I can remember, I was where I was living. It was $270 a month,
A month.
and it was still, I was struggling. So,
Yeah.
and I know that I was playing the organ for a church then, so I had a little bit of income, And I believe that I was working the job as well, probably waiting tables during that time. So I had some money, but I was struggling then, and that picture there, that hairline, I could see that my hairline was going a little bit, but wow. That that young man there, I would probably tell him that your value is not tied in how much that you earn,
Ah.
because I was struggling then,
Mm.
um, and still, just facing those same kind of issues with, um, not asking for help and trying to work everything out on my own. But if I could tell him, just hold out, man, because you have some greatness that you haven't even tapped into yet.
Mm.
You haven't met um who you're going to be just yet. But
Just yet.
you haven't met. But yeah, that was that. And I think I had just moved to Alabama, back to Alabama then. So
Okay.
yeah, it was a struggle, and
Okay.
but it helped shape who I am now.
Right. Right.
Yes,
Right.
yes.
Right.
All right, man. Your last pick. I want to see. Um, let's see. I can't even imagine where it would be, but I'm thinking that it'd be somewhere in California or close, or do it, man. Oh gosh, yes, yes. Let's hear it. Let's hear it.
So this was at the Golden Nugget in Las Vegas,
Uh, In the
and
where? It
the
what?
Golden Nugget in Las Vegas, and this was the band that I was in for a while,
Okay.
and uh, this was this was the beginning. This was like our audition to get into Las Vegas, playing in this particular room. It's so political
Okay.
in those in those those areas. We had been playing Reno and Tahoe and things like that, and we just got into Las Vegas. And what I would tell myself at that moment, in this moment here, is you got to check yourself,
Oh.
because at that time
Hmm.
I I wanted to be the only one singing the songs in the band. I didn't want nobody else singing a song where they had the lead. And what ended up happening is I ended up damaging my vocal cords, because what you don't realize in places like Las Vegas, Tahoe, and all that stuff, you're not playing 30-minute sets, you're playing 50-minute to an hour sets, and you're doing 5 to 6 hours.
Oh. Okay.
Yeah,
Wow.
yeah.
Wow. Okay.
That's singing a hell of a lot of songs,
That's a lot of songs. I mean, like,
5
yeah.
days a week, right? And, I wasn't taking care of my voice. I had my inflated ego,
Mhm.
and
Mhm.
it would be a few years after that, because we started to travel and go to different countries and stuff like that. I ended up having to. I was in Indonesia, and my voice was gone. And I can just remember saying, as soon as I get my foot back in the United States,
Mhm.
that's it.
Mm. Yeah.
That was it. So I would
Wow.
say you got to take care of yourself. You
Mhm.
have to be mindful
Mhm.
of this inflated sense of self. But we do that, the inflated sense of self and everything, because it's covering up inadequacies that we have
Oh,
and feel about ourselves, right?
those are some good words. Yes. That's
Yeah.
some in
So
oh,
that's what
man.
I would tell. And I
Wow.
do not
Wow.
know if Uriah, it was
Mhm.
Uriah at this time, would
Okay.
have would hear me. I think he
Oh.
had a little bit more time to go before he would hear that.
Oh, man. Man. That's the golden nugget in the Las Vegas. Yes. Wow. Wow. That's some great experiences. I'm so glad that we did this today.
I am
I,
too.
I feel something, and I hope that you that are listening or that you're watching, that it prompts you to kind of do a reflection as well. And I always say, forgive yourself, forget them, and move on. And
And move
for
on.
whatever it was, because we did every version of us that we saw today, we did the best that we could with what we
At that
knew
time.
at that time.
Absolutely. When
We
you
did
know
the
better, you
best.
do better.
We
Yeah.
know, and so that wisdom um that we have now, and we still don't know it all. Now just try to navigate new spaces and new opportunities in this age, but it is great to have
It is great.
this reflection. And
Well,
wow.
as we move on, that was the end of this
Yes.
show today. But
Yes.
if I knew now if I knew then what
Knew
I knew
then.
now, wisdom for our
Yes.
younger selves. That's our show for today, y'all. We
Yeah,
really
yeah.
appreciate you hanging out with us while we share some of our journey. If listening to our stories today reminded you of your own path or made you realize how far you have come, please share this episode with someone who might need to hear it. And if you want to stay a part of our online family and catch every new conversation, please subscribe
Please.
right now and like our podcast.
Yes.
Phil and I truly appreciate feedback, and we really appreciate the stories that you share with us.
Yes.
And until the next time that we see
Yes.
you, which is going to be very soon,
Very
keep
soon.
looking for that inspiration that empowers you to let your voice be heard. All right?
Just like you.
We're out of here.
Yeah. Look at what I know now that I didn't know